great spiritual leader, Swami Vivekananda's guru, great sage, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, when you're walking on a thorny path, remember to wear your boots. The two boots signify here, the first is gratitude. Be grateful to the world for every gift you have received. Book of Matthew goes ahead and tells that if you're truly grateful to me, I shall grant you more. And if you're ungrateful, whatever you have been given shall be taken away. So it's wise to be grateful. Create a gap in silence and meditation. Plant the seed, and that seed of wish will germinate. And say, universal law, Divine Mother is granting it to you. It will fulfill. And you know what? This gratitude is the other name of the Thanksgiving Day, which is today. The Thanksgiving Day, 24th of November. Thanksgiving Day actually is an American celebration. Started off in 1622. And it was mainly, they had a strong lack of famine and lack of food, and they really harvested, worked very hard. And 1612, they had great harvest, abundance, and they had a great feast. They call all the Indians also, and from war between Indians and Americans, you all have seen the Western film, they became friends and shared the same great feast together. Political leaders of both the tribe made unifications, and today you have great America on that. Somewhere around 1660, it is the British America and the England, Britain. They also similarly started the Thanksgiving Day. Today it is all over the world, and we as a world school, and you as the parent, as our colleague, as our friend, as our students, as our children, we love celebrating all celebrations of the world. So we celebrate Thanksgiving Day. Be grateful today. Be grateful to have a great mother and a father. Don't we all have great parents? Don't we all have great friends? Raise your hand in your own mind and say, if you don't have a great mentor, a great teacher, or a great spiritual leader, tell me, don't we have always a great teacher amongst us? And we are so grateful to them for what we have learned. But express your gratitude. We as husbands and wives or friends, we talk to each other, love each other, but we forget to recognize with the gratitude, with the thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is just not sharing meal or giving a gift. Thanksgiving is loyalty. Even with a smile. If I don't have money to buy a gift to you, at least have a beautiful smile. Write on a few lines, maybe a poetry, and give it to your beloved mother, father, friend, partner, colleagues, good friend, or your teacher. And write it down how much you appreciate. I'm so grateful today that the Divine Mother has given me this universe. The Mother of the universe has granted you and me, that I could appreciate this world as I get up in the first thing in the morning. My consciousness as it dawns from the slumber of the sleep. First thing I remember, like a toothache, which is always there with you throughout the day. Like a toothache, I remember that it is because of the supreme grace and the gratitude that I'm thankful to this supreme universe for giving me this body, this life, this wonderful colleagues as great teachers, as great coordinators, as great heads of the program, as great principal, great vice president of the school, and great brothers, my sisters, my aunts, and my real close friends from the school days. I'm grateful that I have the gratitude to remember. It is not I am great. It is the universe which has granted me that. And I believe it is because I hold on to purity and the truth. And I always try to see, how can I appreciate someone? And that someone, I have so much to learn. So much to learn. Tiny babies, when they come down, that purity of their smile, of that little hug. I'm grateful to the universe for having an ambience like this. And I'm full of energy. It is also a gift. I'm not sick and doddering and toddling or needing an eyeglass or an ear aid. And I believe it is that being grateful and graceful. My dear friend, my colleagues, be grateful to that one near you right now. Be grateful that you and I have been given. We are not in coma or unconscious or lying in the bed or sick and down, and that we got a great vision to go ahead and create a great world in front, filled with peace, filled with harmony, filled with abundance of what? No shortage of what? Everything. All you and I had to become aware that affluence is no shortage of money, no shortage of love, no shortage of great friendship and partnership, no shortage of any material thing, and most important of all, no shortage of knowing that the gift that I'm talking about is within. It's not out there. That I am gifted by the universe, that it is now. It is here and it is within. And within goes out and expresses through the senses, through the brain, and grabs the world and brings it to me. I'm grateful that I can appreciate that powerful nature, the volcanoes, the waterfalls, the snow-clad mountains, that beautiful blue, deep blue sky these days in the winter days, and that lovely fire to warm, and marshmallows to roast it and eat it, and have a beautiful cup of coffee and enjoy that gap. Be in silence. Make your mind still. Practice every day. I do it every day. I believe this gift today. I proudly feel so happy that every moment is such joy. And I believe it is because of this that I could create that gap every day in the morning. In that gap, be so silent, mind becomes still. And as there is a gap between thought and action, mind is almost still and calm. Plant your wish, your prayer, your silent desire for someone else, for your own self, for your family members, for your friends, your sons and daughters, your partner, your parent, or a friend across the thousands of miles away. And watch it like a seed planted in a well-manured soil, with water, with sunshine, with air. Well looked after soil, the seed is well planted, will mushroom, will grow. And an apple seed is not good to create a thorny, some wild fruit. The apple seed will produce an apple, meaning what I have planted seed with the desire, that is what will come. Today in the Thanksgiving day, in the gratitude day, when the God and giving and gap are all G, are all together. Be grateful for being. Be grateful for having a great teacher, having a great mother and a father as mentor, having a great friend, a perfect relationship, having a great you, which is you. You know, in the theistic religion, we worship God who is up in the heaven. And And the promises are made by great saints and the pundits that when you die, you will go to heaven and meet God. That means heaven is another place, not here, isn't it? And God is somewhere else, not here. That is theistic religion. It's beautiful, it's God, and with love and affection, work on that line too. The other work is through Raja Yoga, through breathing and meditation and creating the gap, planting the thoughts. The third is great selfless act. Do service to other people. Like our DP students are doing CAS activity, going around and helping people of the world, making this world a beautiful place to live. They're giving selfless Karma Yoga. And then Jnana Yoga, knowledge. The powerful poet of Vedanta Vidadi is why International Baccalaureate is great science of teaching, learning with academic honesty through inquiry and challenges and discoveries to be made. And Vedanta is saying that discovery is nowhere else. We say, no, God is everywhere. Everybody says God is everywhere and God is conscious. Nobody says my God is unconscious, isn't it? So whether you believe in God or you believe in universe, whether you believe and call it water, or you call it you in French, or you call pani, or you call jal, or you call tani, everything is water. Everything is one consciousness. In Advaita Vedanta, it says that oneness. And you know what? The powerful message for you and me is that oneness is everywhere and is in you and me. So where is our God? Within us. And this gap which you create, when you are silent, when you are still, just like Buddha, just like Vivekananda, just like Jesus Christ, Mahavir Jain, Guru Nanak, Guru Gobind Singh, and Allah, Muhammad, you will find that God and the gap and stillness will come to you. You will always have powerful, charming, a feeling of greatness. Even though my body, my hand may be broken, body may be in pain, I may have some physical suffering, but I'm not in pain. So last sentence, Buddha was asked by a very senior devotee, Buddha, you told us that you will take us away from suffering. And suffering was explained by you is aging, is becoming old, is becoming dying, is suffering, is sickness, is disease. And I can see that we are aging, we are suffering, we have got sickness, we have also powerful property of poverties, we have many a time we don't get food. I see you also, Buddha, aging, you also fall sick. Then what is this removal of suffering? A beautiful answer given by Buddha. Buddha said, you know, as human being, imagine you are shot with an arrow. The arrow comes and strikes you. Imagine the pain. It's excruciating pain. I'm not dead, but I'm in pain. And immediately after that, another arrow comes and hits me. Imagine the second arrow's pain now. The Buddha said, first arrow is the arrow which the world throws at you because of the work that you have done in the previous life and the world, that is God's creation and our creation. We create our world with our mind and God creates our beautiful world as per theistic religion. Advaita religion, universal, one consciousness creates that world. Be that as it may. First arrow is the world throws at you. Buddha says, I cannot do much about that. That world will throw at you. But the second arrow is the one creates 75 to 90% of the pain. And that second arrow is the one which our mind creates. Supposing I have some pain or disease, and if I keep thinking about that disease, that pain, my life is gone. And what am I expecting? How socially I am boycotted because of my sickness and disease, or my poverty, or my partner is fighting with me. If it happens, that second arrow is the pain. What I'm teaching you is to remove that second arrow. All you have to do is face what the world sends to you. I'm grateful to you for giving your listening ear, and use this concept. If you find it, spread it to someone else. Happy Thanksgiving Day, a grateful day, and give what? Start with your charming silence and a smile of understanding. To who? Everyone.